you ready?
Okay, so tell me about the recycling policy at High Point.
In general, one of the biggest things that I noticed when working at High Point University was that um, it was very much a culture within faculty and staff that anything that was on the ground, it was my responsibility to pick up. And you literally pick up on that very quickly. It becomes force of habit. And it becomes very rare for you to see anything because you literally have the entire faculty and staff looking at being responsible when it comes to recycling and what's on the ground. And that was the biggest thing. Also, it was very, very easy to find a place to dispose of not only trash but recyclables. I don't think at any point you'd have to be in a really weird space to find a place where you were not able to recycle or throw something away very easily. It was very accessible. There was always something within sight, which made it very, very easy to be conscious about recycling.
So how is that different from Elon?
Regularly at Elon and Grant, I oversee an area that is on the edge of campus. When I walk from what's considered main campus to my property, quite often I will find a piece of trash or something that needs to be recycled, and I will have to walk out of my way to throw something away or to recycle it. That doesn't mean that it's not accessible, but it takes an extra step. It takes going inside a building. It takes veering off a regular path for me to finish that effort. I think that's part of the issue that we have where regularly when I walk, I will see an apple core, a banana peel, a box from a dining hall that a student has taken takeout from, just sitting on in the grass or in the pine straw. I think part of the issue is, first of all, we don't have a student culture that says that is negligible and not okay. But secondly, while those receptacles for trash and recyclable materials are there, they're not ideally placed, and a lot of the time it feels like that is a result of wanting to be aesthetically pleasing, and obviously the ultimate goal is to make sure that it's both aesthetically pleasing and accessible for students, faculty, and staff.
Okay, so how could recycling be improved in residential areas from the perspective of an area director?
Gotcha. Well, I think that our Office of Sustainability does a great job of having students work within our areas to keep students within that area cognizant of being eco-friendly. But it's the logistical part that needs bolstering. It's making trash and recyclable receptacles available not just for cans and boxes, but for print cartridges, paper as you're walking around campus, batteries and other items that students regularly dispose of, but may not have the acumen or knowledge of where that should go. While we do allow for students to dispose of batteries and ink cartridges at the library, and I think there are one or two other drop-off spots, they aren't in residential areas. If they were, for instance, in an area director's office, I think you would find students would be a little more likely to dispose of them in a responsible way. And in all reality, that doesn't add a lot to my job. Having a student worker take those to the library once a month, something like that is an easy solution to what most people would say is a small problem, but it's such an easy solution that there's no negative consequence.
Okay, perfect. Thanks.
Yeah.